they fight each other. They hit each other a couple times. Lucci gets the upper hand. Luffy kicks gear second. Luffy starts hitting them with jet pistols and jet whips and jet spears and just whatever. He gets the upper hand of Lucci. But as gear toll starts to take a toll on Luffy's body, Lucci gradually gets the upper hand because he becomes more faster than Luffy because gear second has a toll on Luffy. And then once Luffy goes out of gear second, he kicks gear third, bone balloon. And the giant pistols Lucci. He giant whips him. He does gear third things. Lucci gets him. After gear third, Luffy goes little. He goes little Luffy. Lucci had him. Lucci could have killed Luffy at one point of this battle, but he couldn't because gear third took a toll on Luffy's legs and Lucci's legs decided to just fall to the ground. And Luffy kicks gear second a couple more times to try to get Lucci with these jet moves. Couldn't get him. In the last ditch effort, he got him with a jet gun lane. So that's how the fight went. Okay, now into the second part of this video. Luffy versus Katakuri. Of course, the recent most great fight in One Piece. So now, I'm going to answer number one, the purpose of the fight. Luffy and Katakuri are in the mirror world to beat one another. And then, so basically what happens is the Straw Hats are in Big Mom's territory. Whole Cake Island. Luffy had to get Katakuri off the sunny somehow, so he pushed him into the mirror world. And that's where they start beginning fighting. Number two. Yeah, I kind of already answered that, And then, okay, so number three. So, as Luffy's fighting Katakuri, so the Straw Hat Pirates, or at least half of them, Nami, Chopper, and Brook. Yeah, Nami, Chopper, and Brook and Carrot, along with Jinbei, are getting chased by Big Mom. Sanji, Pudding, and Chiffon are making the cake. I'm not going to get into really depth perception of that. I'm just going to give you the idea of what's happening. So Big Mom is chasing the Straw Hats. They're making the cake for Big Mom to end her hunger pain attack. So with that out of mind. And number four, Katakuri and the meaning of this fight changed. At first, I feel like if Luffy failed and stood down for at least 20 minutes, Katakuri was just gonna go back on the Thousand Sunny and just kill the Straw Hats. But here's the plan. Here's a good strategy made by Luffy. Luffy told them to destroy all the mirrors on the Sunny so Katakuri couldn't get on the Sunny. But here's the thing, Katakuri, one of his brothers or sisters could have just propped the mirror, which they do later on, propped the mirror up for him. He could, when Luffy was down for 5 minutes, he could have just literally walked out of the mirror road, get out, chase a Straw Hat ship, and just kill all of them. See, that's when the momentum of the fight, or the meaning of the fight, changed. Because while we were in that part of the story, Katakuri gains respect for Luffy and doesn't want to kill his friends, or at least I think so. He gains respect for Luffy, and at the same time, Luffy kind of gains respect for Katakuri too. So at first, Katakuri just, here's Luffy's face, here's Katakuri. The fight was just like that. So, as Luffy kicked a gear second, did Hawk Gauntlet, did Hawk Stamp, Elephant Gun. Katakuri dodged all of them, did him more better. So as Luffy was doing his Hawk Gauntlet, Katakuri kind of did his Moki and just dodged them all. And as Luffy did his Elephant Gun, Katakuri enlarged his arm, made it even bigger, pushed Luffy in a specific part of the mirror world. And then everything, he just dominated this Luffy in everything. But when Luffy kicked a gear fourth bound man, that's when the upper tide started to change because Luffy saw him eating donuts, which he doesn't like, which made him unfocused. And then he lost concentration because you have to have concentration to use observation hockey. So that he was out of sync. So Luffy, for the first time in the battle, hits him, then hits him again with a Kong gun, then hits him again with a Leo bazooka or a Lion bazooka. Hits him with a Klaven, and then goes to a Kong organ gun, which is kind of like a Gauntlet, just Gear 4th style. Katakuri calms down, dodges them, and the upper hand of the fight goes back to him. Luffy starts kicking Luffy's ass again. So it stays that way until we get to a specific part of the battle, to where Kata took his spear named Mole shanked it in like a centimeter on Luffy's side. Of course, he was getting assistance from his sister Flamby with her silent missile. She shot Luffy in the knee, causing Mole to sink him into the side. So Katakuri didn't want that. He didn't want to win like that. So he took Mole and shanked it into his side. Then both of them used Conqueror's Haki to knock out the fodders, just put them to sleep, and then they began fighting again. Only this time, Luffy reveals Snake Man, and then it kind of evens out the odd, but Katakuri still had the slight upper hand. You know, Luffy was getting good hits on him. You know, and then the final move was King Cobra versus Dice the Monkey, or Zengiri Monkey, or Buzzcut Monkey. It's either one of those three. So, like, I like King Cobra, but it just lacks emotion into it. I understand Luffy wants to desperately beat this guy. It's not a need, it's a want. Luffy wants to beat this guy. Luffy needed to beat Lucci. Like, now you say this fight can also be another need because Luffy needed to get out of the Straw Hat crew. But Luffy could have left any moment, at any time, and just, like, I don't know, like, you know, before they had any respect for each other, you know, like, they didn't care about Katakuri didn't care about the Straw Hat crew. He's probably gonna kill him if Luffy never arrived. And, like, Luffy's saying, like, Luffy didn't care about Katakuri's siblings. And then during the fight, they kind of started respecting each other as men, one-on-one. You know? But there were certain parts in the fight where Katakuri could have just straight up just killed Luffy, but he didn't because he had respect for him and cheered him to get up. That doesn't mean it's not a good fight. It's a great fight. You know, that's why many people like Katakuri, because he gained respect for the main protagonist. You know, the antagonist gains respect for the protagonist. But the meaning of this fight changed. Luffy wanted to beat this guy at the end. He didn't need to beat him. Because, like, it's hard to explain. Like, there's this thing, like, Luffy needed to get back to the Straw Hat Pirates, but he didn't need to be Katakuri. He just had to find a way to, like, put him down and then go to the Straw Hat Pirates. You know, like, Luffy didn't need to knock this guy out cold. Like, and the end result is Luffy didn't knock him out cold. You know, Katakuri just kind of just fell on his back and gave up. Which in the end result, that's what Luffy was trying to accomplish. Kind of, not really. No, not really. Luffy's trying to beat this guy. Luffy didn't beat this guy. Katakuri just kind of gave up. Which, I can understand the outcome of that fight can be a little unsettling. But it's just respect. You know, Katakuri's out of tactics. He's like, I've used all my arsenal and you won't go down. Katakuri was thinking, if he could have pulled Snake Man out of his ass, Katakuri's thinking, like, he can pull something out of his ass. And here I am, without an arsenal. I've used every one of my techniques, and they have not worked. So Katakuri, like, just kind of gave up. He's like, okay, you know what, I'm done for the day. You win, I'm out of tactics. Go to your crew. And he just falls on his back. And that's what Luffy was trying to accomplish. Luffy was trying to beat this guy. He wasn't trying to, you know, postpone him. You know, Luffy was going to beat the guy and go to the Straw Hats. And at the point of the fight, it became a want instead of a need. See, the difference between Katakuri and Lucci was going to kill Luffy's friends no matter what. I feel like at that point of the fight, Katakuri wasn't going to kill Luffy's friends because he respected Luffy. Lucci, like, no matter what happened, Lucci was going to kill Luffy's friends and that was the end of it. If Lucci didn't finish him off with a Jet Gun Lane. If Luffy didn't beat Katakuri, like, if Luffy would have just, like, ran out of the mirror world and ran from the fight, which I know he wouldn't do because he got respect for Katakuri, he could have just done that and, like, Katakuri could have just been kind of screwed. But, like, kind of not at the same time because his sisters and brothers, his brother Oven kind of set up the mirror at, it was either Flower Island or Chaco Island. So for him to come out and for them to get, like, on a ship to chase the Straw Hat Pirates. But at that point, you know, they were, like, really far from the harbor. So, what, like, honestly, what was the point? Plus, you honestly think Katakuri was going to, like, really, like... Katakuri was hurt. Alright? he's at that point in the fight, he was not at 100%. He was at like maybe 50. You know, like Luffy took a good beating on him. He took a good beating on himself. You know, shinking mold to himself. So like he wasn't at 100%. So he obviously like. So he fell on his back. Maybe he was exhausted. He's like, you know, I give up. You know, like he gave up of exhaustion.